Hey there guys, Tori here, the Geelong-Flipper, coming to you at the moment from Grovedale. I'm at my storage facility where we pick orders, we talk, we laugh and we cry sometimes, and I drop coffee. Speaking of coffee, I do want to say a big thank you to Bean Squeeze in Torquay Road. Delicious cold brew coffee, yummy toasty. This is not an ad, it's just a show of gratitude. The ladies there have been really supportive of my writing, and I didn't know that actually some of them have actually read my most extreme horror book that I've written. Anyhow, cheers to you guys, cheers to you viewers. Subscribe, like, join, share, love, live, love, live, love, love, laugh, live, love, live, love, live, love. Is that it? Anyhow, let's get in, pick orders, change lives, send stuff, and we'll talk about eBay, and we'll talk about the things that I buy to sell. Oh, and I'll just quickly show you before we do my intro. There's a thrift store that I stop at on the way to the offsite, so I go in every time. And I got a fuggler. He was $3. Sold comps, $25. Stuff like this, guys. If you want to feed your family and you don't have a lot of money, but you do want to get started, stuff like this. I will redo some of my videos about how to comp, how to take photos. You do not need expensive equipment, all right? All right. Tori here, Geelong-Flipper. Hey guys, Tori. It's Uncle Flipper.
Your mate, Tori.
It's Geelong-Flipper here.
Tori here.
Me, Tori. Tori here, the Geelong-Flipper. How you doing? So now I'm just going to film myself getting out of my car because, you know, it makes for good television. I didn't bring a tripod. Yeah, I didn't bring one because I forgot again. I've got a few things to pick. I've got only two things to send. One of which is a decent sized Lego set. That's in the car. I have to find a box for it. I always struggle doing this one-handed. The lock, that is. But today, like an effing boss. All right, so we know the rules, don't we? Because we've done this before. Second row is where my stuff goes. My spectacles holder is there. Thanks, Mark. Beck. And if you want to send me stuff, my address is at the end of all the videos. So I chuck it on like that. Little dude's got the glasses now. And we are going to record. I'm going to go get my iPad. And so just bear with me. You won't have to put up with it. Then we're going to do the old famous clear the offsite because I'm, you know, shabbily disorganized. And we'll move that. We'll move that. Yeah, okay. That'll do for now. I'll clear this stuff out. I'll go get my coffee. Try not... Oh, no. Anyhow, I'm going to get my coffee and my sandwich. And it is lunchtime. And we'll pick some orders. We'll chat. I really appreciate you guys being here, by the way. I know you're enjoying the longer format videos, but I just want to tell you it's really good for my mental health as well. So, thank you. All right. I actually am not going to do it in the order I said because, you know. So, a fair bit of stuff going on. And most of it good, which is awesome. But yeah, I was really flattered that you guys do like the longer videos, because I know that when I'm listing, I do prefer staying with the one YouTuber for a bit. Because I tend to watch on my TV. I don't know about you guys. For you guys who are new, thank you so very much. What I am doing at the moment, I will just show you. Regular viewers, I know you're probably sick of it, but new people will try to figure out, well, what's he doing? Other than blinding himself. I do not have a light in here, do I yet? So, I don't know at what time the video cut out, because it has a tendency to do so. I can only afford a 3x3. It's going to go up to $290 a month, so that's another cost of doing business. And Ali, my fiance, my love, and I share this. So we share the cost. and she uses hardly any of it. Okay, so I'll use this empty bag to put our picked orders into, which is good. I have been a listing machine, guys, and I hope you're proud of me. Today's a bit of a weird one. Tuesdays are my day off, but well, I'm still working because I've got 2 things that need to go out today, and I gave myself the day off from recording yesterday. At some stage, I think if I ever sell enough of this stuff to clear a bit, I'll create a packing post here, and then I can show you my process. Because my process at the moment, if you've seen any of my videos from home, it's a big desk but a little space. So I've been talking a lot lately about death files, about feeling a bit overwhelmed by my stock, and no matter how much I talk about how it stresses me, also know I'm extremely grateful. I'm in a position that some people aren't. Some people are struggling to get the money to get stock. My answer to that is, if you're getting started, go slow and start by selling the stuff in your house that you truly don't want anymore. Isn't that good advice? I'm lucky because I volunteered for a while. I managed to get a lot of... There's some sort of crane thing going on over there. Hang on. Doing something. Guys, sorry to interrupt, but I'm recording for YouTube. Okay, cheers. Because I volunteered, I would get to see the amount of waste that took place, and they would throw out a lot of books. So I'd literally say, well, I'll buy them. And I used to be able to buy massive boxes filled with books, media, all the stuff they couldn't be bothered with and they'd throw out. I'd buy it for like $20 a massive box. And it has stood me in good stead, but it's also created this veritable stock problem. Not a problem. Recently, I have been listing Matchbox cars. I am enjoying it. That's fun. And it makes me look like for other die-cast stuff I think would be lots of fun too. The market's certainly there for it, and I'll show you on this video a Matchbox car that I just sold recently for $70. That's right, 70. I liked it anyhow. I generally have them listed for about $10. This one was, I did the comps. It is a fairly hard one to get, and I was stoked on it. So yeah, I'll tell you how to do that too. So I just want to say, you guys who may be getting started in your reselling game and you may not have a lot of money, don't stress, okay? Do not be anxious about spending a little bit of money, because there's opportunity selling online, guys. You know, I'm up to $19,000 now over a 90-day period, and I reckon by the end of the week I'm hoping I'll be at 20. But I'm not an expert. I'm not going to tell you I'm an expert. I'm opinionated, sure, and as it was pointed out by other people who have sent me private messages, like that their totals are higher than mine. I celebrate everyone's victory, so that's good. And I've never said I'm an expert. I'm just someone who's talking through my life, selling stuff to feed my little family. It's just me and Ali and our 3 cats. But the income from this and from this reselling journey and writing my books is what lets me pay my mortgage. So, and I'm managing to do it. I don't have a high flying, big money lifestyle, but I've got one that I really like. So I will trade that over dollars any day of the week. So I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun, and come along for the journey. Become a channel member. It doesn't cost much and you don't get much for it, but it's there. And yeah, I just want to hear about what you're doing too. So let's just keep on clearing. I've got to clear the other side now, and then we'll pick those orders and I'll show you what's going on there. I do have a tub of stock to put away. Now, for those of you, that'll do for now, I think. I think that'll do. For those of you who are not familiar, so basically what I do is I will come in here. I've started doing the longer format videos over an hour. Not just, I'm here for as long as it takes to do the job and for me to talk. So I'll pick orders, and then what I do is I list at home, and I bring those listings along in an empty tub, and I allocate them into the tubs here that have got a little bit of space. I believe at the moment I have almost totally filled up all those tubs, which is good. And so today's tub is going to be tub 49, and everything I believe will stay in tub 49 because I've now run out of room. With these sales that I picked today, there's nothing bulky, but I'll be able to see where I can allocate stuff into. And if you look in that reflection, I've actually got 2 heads. I've had a lot of fun doing these, and I think that it's the free-flowing format has been good for me, and I believe it's been good for you guys too in terms of content. So that's always exciting. Okay, so I haven't got the light on this side, but now we can move through. This one thing surprised me. Now, these are all, yes, they're not properly folded, but they're all brand new with tags. And I bought 26 of them, and I have not sold a single one yet. So I need to look at that listing. I've brought it up before. You guys have given me some advice, and I keep talking about it, but I haven't done it. And sadly, I think that's all too easy. We look at stuff and we just immediately put it in the too hard basket. All right, so let's have a look. Sandwich. And this is tub 44. I've got a bit of my pack and track ready. If you can see, that's the Lego that's got to go. I might even ask these guys at Storage King if they've got some room, or rather room, if they've got a box I could use. And if they don't, that's fine too. iPads here. And, well, that's just I send my media in this. It is a tracked envelope, which we found out in the last episode apparently doesn't carry any insurance. So that sucks. All right, let's get this started then. iPad on. And it's Ali's birthday tomorrow. I'm excited. We don't do big deal kind of things. Like, I guess it's one of those weird things. It's like, you know, I love this girl with all my heart. And I think you guys know that. I talk about her all the time. She's really good for my mental health, really good for my professional development. She's the one who believed in me to write some books, and now I've written 10. And I don't know, it just seems that everything I do, she's there cheering me on. So tomorrow is going to just be a nice bit of fun. She's asked for some stuff that she'd like to do, and none of it's a big deal. It's like, it's so lovely living relatively stress-free. She's got some really small stuff that she wants. Typically, we don't do presents, we do things. And it can just be that, you know, because we don't have a heap of money, it may be that we go out for dinner that night. You know, that may be the present. 19,176. I'm not sure if it's going to be backwards or forwards for you. But it doesn't matter. I've got a full mouth, sorry. Just look away. In my opinion, it does not matter what your total is. Okay, so we've got a number of orders. Let's just quickly jump over though to YouTube. I love having the iPad here. I really do. It's a game changer for me. All right, let's have a look here. Okay, so in the last video, I dropped my coffee all over the place, and Shelley said it's got to be that, and I will say the name, Bean Squeeze Coffee place on Torquay Road. The coffee when I got down that way, the coffee I got when down that way was really good. I am sorry, Shelley. Not for that, for butchering what you wrote. That was my fault entirely. And yeah, that's where I go. It's nice and nearby. That cold brew coffee is delightful, and their toasties are good too. So it's a good little feed. What else have we got here? Notifications. I wonder if I've got my YouTube studio here. Okay, so this is an older one when I went to Altona, Williamstown, Newport and Tarneet. Black Eyed Joe, how you doing, mate? Just said thanks for the heads up. I won't be doing that trip. It wasn't a good trip. It probably wasn't worth doing, guys. So nothing's happening. So you don't have to live with them. On the last video, I butchered my own intro, and Aaron W commented proper English. It's me, Tori. Video history snippets. Love you, mate. Snap. Be kind to yourself, Uncle. I'm enjoying these longer versions as I can wander off to get a coffee and come back and serve the thread of your conversation. A bit like the comedian Billy Connolly, he'd go off in all different directions with his stories, but eventually he'd get back to the source of what he was saying. It's just different with the end result being the same. Take care. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Flooded by Flipper says, you already know I appreciate when Uncle Waffle makes an appearance. Really great constant stream of chatter. I can listen, learn, and relate to. Nice work, Uncle Flip. Thank you, mate. Flooded by Flipper, channel member. Big thanks. Joe. I know I read that one out the other day. Read that one out. And the rest of it may be on other videos, guys. So I don't know what happened there. And I don't think we're going to worry too much about chasing up YouTube Studio. And of course it worked then. All right, I'll download it in the background. Load data. Okay, no, it's not a big download. All right. Alrighty, so what we're going to do in the meantime is we're going to pick some orders. I'm actually really pleased with some of these, so let's have a look here. We're going to start with tub 34, and it's the PlayStation game SSX number 3. For PlayStation 2, I paid nothing for that. That was from Rylan, a very generous gift of all this gaming stuff, and I sold it for 20 bucks plus shipping. So tub 34, knock on the door. Tub 34 is here, and yeah, it may feel a bit weird watching a video where someone's working in the shadows. Hopefully the lighting isn't so shocking it's off-putting for you, but it is what it is. I don't have lights above. You guys want longer videos. This is how we help each other. Yeah. Okay, tub 34. All right, tub 34. So it looked like it was a blue case. I listed that a little while ago. I was pleasantly surprised. I got, I can't remember if that was from Rylan or if I bought it, but soul comps were great on it. I think I've listed it for $90, and I'm confident that I'll get that. Here's the one that we actually wanted. So that's a good thing, and this tub is still too full to be added to. I'll get the iPad down though, just to make sure that there's nothing else in tub 34. Tub 16, tub 6, tub 30, tub 37, tub 11, tub 29, tub 39. No, okay. So we will put that one back. Oh crap, did I say? With the way these shelves are, I chose poorly with the tubs I bought for the shelves. So I have been finding that, like, if I want tub 36, I've got to make sure I get out tub 34 and 35. It's not good, but it's just the truth. So if you're getting these I got 52 litre tubs. I sometimes bought 60 by mistake, and that was a mistake. So if I can make a suggestion, which I can, and it doesn't mean you've got to do it, I would suggest to you, my friends, that you get 50 litre tubs. It's a good size for carrying. You know, at the end of the day, don't forget I've got books, video games, all sorts of heavy shiz in it there. And they just get heavy, so just be aware of that, guys. All right, tub 16 is down here, down there, there. Okay, so this is just a nice and easy sail. It's a novel by J.P. Delaney. Welcome to the shadow world. Welcome to my underworld. Tub 16. I'll probably knock the phone over. Oh, there. See, I told you I would. So, yeah, it's so bizarre. I'm very aware. It's overcast outside. And hang on, I've got an idea. I don't know if it'll help. I flicked on the lights out in the hall. I don't know if it helped a lot. I bought that on a picking trip. There's salt comps, or there were. I've lowered it a lot. But it's just a lunchbox with Stone Cold Steve Austin on it. But the reason why it's in a bag is because I saw salt comps for $500 for this. I had it for that, and I can most certainly tell you that I didn't get it. I've lowered it down by a couple of $100, and truth be told, I paid $5 for it. So I'm just like, okay, well, that was a big bit of cheese. Side note. Oh yeah, so yeah, that I got that. Side note, Tennessee Williams, like the Penguin Classic books, they tick over nicely for me. If you find them cheaply, and by cheap I mean 50 cents to $1, you'll get about 10 to 15 bucks for that. And they do tick over. I sell a lot of Tennessee Williams in particular, so it is worth picking up. I showed you these. I'm doing classical music bundle just to see if anyone buys it. That was a cool mug I picked up on the thrift recently for $2 and got 40 bucks on it. Pittsburgh Pottery or something like that they're called. They're famous for the way they do their stuff. I'd actually laugh if I'm talking so much that I'm actually just looking in the wrong tub, because I've done that before. Haven't I, Kim? Alright, so some wrestling figs. Tragic story, Chris Benoit. He was a very famous wrestler, went nuts, unalived himself, but before that he unalived his family. So you can look that up, Chris Benoit. Alright, there's the book I'm after. J.P. Delaney. Sold it for $13 plus shipping. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. Books are heavy, as in literally heavy. If you buy a lot of books, you've got a lot of weight carrying around. And I certainly have thousands of books. But I can tell you right now that it's still worth doing. There's a book I was talking about, the other one the other day, If I Ran the Zoo. This is the other one in the out of print series by Dr. Seuss, If I Ran the Circus. They are not printing this book anymore. And yeah, at the moment, there's still copies laying around. You know, they're not too expensive. They will be. I don't know. It was a thing that was pointed out to me a while ago. I was watching an American guy I haven't watched before, and surprisingly haven't watched since. He just hasn't shown up on my feed, and at the time it was late and I didn't subscribe. He's never shown up since, so I don't know his name. And but yeah, he said, oh, I'm looking for this. It had just been announced that it was out of print, and he goes, I'm looking for this book. And I'm like, I've got that book. I've got a lot of that book. And yeah, he bought it and sold it during the video for $80 US, and he picked it up for $1 at a thrift store. So there's always opportunity, guys, and I think that's the thing about this. As long as you keep your head on a swivel, it almost, as long as you've got a basic understanding of technology, and I'm not being smart ass about that, never feel overwhelmed, never feel that you can that you can't do it for whatever reason. Something to consider, like I left school at the end of year 11. I didn't like it much. I believe I'm a smart person, but different smart. I certainly wasn't maths smart. I've spoken about that before too. I wanted to be a graphic designer, but I couldn't do the maths. But I got out, got a trade as a cook or a chef in the Navy, did 8 years, saw active service during the war, along with my other shipmates on HMAS Sydney. Big shout outs to you guys. And then I got out, did a bunch of other things. We worked out the other day, it's pretty sad actually, but it's just a sort of roaming personality that I am. I worked out the other day that I have had minimum in my lifetime, I'm 52, I've had minimum, I think it's like 38 jobs, which it's a lot. Tub 6. Okay, this is one I was excited for. I bought this book a while ago for $5, $5 dues. Put the light up here. Now, yeah, it's a large book. It's about Harley Davidson motorbikes, and I am thrilled. It's gone to someone whose username is actually that they're a Harley enthusiast. So, mate, if I don't know that you're a viewer, but here's your beautiful book. So that went for $54.40. It sounds like an offer I would have sent out. It's so cool. And I really, really hope that you love this, mate. It cost me $5. Guys, look for stuff on Harley. People who are into that lifestyle, they love it. Just make sure it's in good nick. I've sold like a Harley bandana, hats, t-shirts, and all sorts of Harley stuff. So I try to buy Harley as much as possible, though I did get a shock, because I can tell you right now, I recently found a pair, and I may have put it on a video. I found a pair of Harley Davidson jeans, and straight up, this is getting old. Bring a tripod. Straight up, there's sole comps on these jeans. Harley Davidson genuine jeans. It was like 28 bucks for a brand new pair of Harley jeans. Absolutely shocked me. All right, so this one was a bit of a weird one. I could almost do a whole show about this and make it into a rant, but I just sometimes the good people that we call our customers, they make me laugh. This is so bizarre. I realise this. It's like working in a cave. I can see totally clearly, yet I can see that the video is cast in shadow. Don't know why I'm obsessing over that today. I am more frustrated by the dropping of the phone and realising that I'm actually talking as I'm dropping it. So it's not even that I can necessarily chop the video. So our next one is in Tub 30, and the backstory to this is it is a Nintendo game, a DS or Game Boy Advance game. But sometimes it just shocks me that, like, sorry if you've watched, but just the shit offers that you get. And I must admit, even though I say to people, and this is where it is difficult, because I can try to give advice, but I don't even always follow my own advice. It's hot today, so the storage room is hot as well. Frustratingly so. I can already, like, I am sweating. Yeah, so I had this game up for $10. $10. Someone offered me $5. And I just went, nah. Anyhow, they get back to me, and with another crappy offer, and I just go, look, what could I do this for? And I was like, yeah, to cover fees and the cost of the goods and everything. It's not an expensive game, but it will get it out of my storeroom. I'll do it for $8. They come back with $7.50. It's just stupid. Shit like that gets to a point. It is in Tub 30. Shit like that is stupid. And at the end of the day, I'm trying to run a small business, and money is time. And, you know, piss farting around back and forth, and then for the person to go, you know, like $8 for a game. Pretty sure it's that one. Let me check. Riding Academy. Yes, it is. Okay. I'll leave that for allocation. I'm sorry. I've got to eat lunch and it's just going cold. There's a whole bunch of room in tub 30. So yeah, coming back to me with an offer of like, I don't know if you saw that sandwich fly out of my mouth then. Coming back to me with an offer of $7.50. I don't know, and they may think it's funny, but I think at the same time they don't realise that, you know, us folks, whether it's, you know, part-time or whatever, and you're taking it seriously, I want to have fun with my customers for sure. But it's like, how much time did I just waste going backwards and forwards dealing with your ridiculous offer? I could have listed 2 items in that time. Some stuff I can list fast now. I've got a barcode scanner. So while they're wasting my time over 50 cents, I just declined it. Something within me snapped and I declined it. What would you guys have done? I mean, should I have just accepted the $5 and let it go? But here's the thing. Within 2 minutes of me declining it, they paid full price, the $10. So you wasted all my time and then you just bought it for the price. Should have just bought it. Okay. I'm excited for this one. So here's them. I'm going to pick up the Matchbox car. I am loving them. I bought over 1,000 and I really think I'll go back and get another 1,000. Tub 37, that's on the bottom. It's on the bottom. Okay, so it's so bizarre. It's not that overcast. It's actually, like I said, it's, well, the sun's come out now. So this is one of the reasons why, and I hadn't got around to this yet, but it's worth it for me. This is one of the reasons why I have shown you how to pack your Matchbox cars or Hot Wheels in this particular tub. Oh wow, I found it immediately, but I've got them all loose. And I'm going to bring a bag back that when I need to go into tub 37, I just pull out a bag that's got all the cars. If you've got a lot of cars like I do, don't put a lot of cars into that bag. It makes them hard to find them. So you could have 200 cars in here, but put 20 cars in the one resealable bag and label that bag like this is tub 37. So I'd do T37 01, for example. Okay, so I want this to be lit up well, but let's see if I can show you, because a lot of people may think I'm just bullshitting about it. Okay, so I need to cover another customer's address. And to give you an idea, yeah, I paid 20 or 50 cents for this car. So it's a really cool one. It is a Skoda. I did comps on it. My price is very fair for this car. But yeah, it's from 1986. It's a Skoda, and I'm thrilled. I'm absolutely thrilled. Maris, I hope that you enjoy your car, and I really appreciate the business, mate. And so this will be rolling off one of the videos. I've got a thing, guys. If you buy a Matchbox or a Hot Wheels or a die cast off me, I'm going to get a diorama and I'm going to drive them away from the diorama because they're heading to you guys. This is it's look, the paint on it's beautiful. I take really good photos, so if you haven't seen my video about die cast, I do suggest that you have a look at it. I'll try to give you an example of some of the photos from here. I take a lot of photos as well. See original listing. I just want to make sure that Maris's details aren't there. I go in hard on it, so all of the imperfections are there, You can see them clearly, particularly when I'm asking a premium. I zoom in about 3 times. I will do a video, like I said, at some point on how to photograph these things, just in case you do want to get into it. My background is literally core flute, which is getting a little bit dirty now, but it's core flute. I've got 2 lights pointing at it, and I turn up the exposure on my camera so that they can see if there's anything wrong. I turn the car around, and using this process, I think I can take about 35 to 40 photos a minute. They're very quick to process. They're so much fun to line the pictures up with the listing. So yeah, and then I zoom in on the details at the bottom. The customer can see all of that, and it's just awesome. It's awesome. So I'm very, very grateful to John, who is like the guy when it comes to this stuff in Australia. He's been an absolute wealth of knowledge, and he's not at all shy about sharing that knowledge. So go over to his podcast, The Meaningful Hustle, and chat to the group there, myself included. There are people who know a lot about a lot in all categories there, and they're just nice people. So I am loving Matchbox cars, even just when I flick one out for $10. These are definite feed your family items. There's plenty of them, and I think it is just down to making sure, don't know, bump the stupid camera again. I was just saying take really good photos, particularly if you're wanting $70 for a die-cast car. That may have been including shipping, but it's a lot of money. All right, and I have goofed up, so I think I was crapping on about tub 30 being really empty, and I'm going to check something because I know I just took out all this stuff to... Basically, I left stuff on the shelf here, and I believe that it actually needs to be back in that tub. So the only danger of chatting as I'm doing stuff. Swamp people. Yes, okay. Thank goodness I checked that now. That's got to be going back into tub 30, which means I've got to pull those tubs back out. The heat has just escalated big time. It's not uncomfortable yet, but there is sweat going down my back. Now, you guys would have seen a video yesterday, but I was actually talking to you on the Sunday when I filmed it. So how did your weekend go? Did you find anything good? Do you have any pointers that you can share with other members of the Geelong-Flipper family? Any hints, tips, bolos that you found? At the end of the day, guys, there's enough, I believe, there is enough room in every niche for everyone to feed. There is no need to be territorial if your mate sells the same stuff as you. The only thing I could say then is sometimes, depending on the mate, don't go up shopping with them, because you're going to both look for the same stuff at the same time. Or just have an understanding that if someone finds something, be happy for them. It's just bad luck. Or take turns. Someone might go, oh, I'm going to look at the toys first, and then you look at them at the next shop. Luck of the draw. There is still room in tub 30, but yeah, that filled it back up. And we've still got, I think, 1 or 2 items to pick. And then I'll quickly show you what I've put in tub 49. And I'm going to talk to you about some stuff that I found yesterday. And I do have the listing ready for it, so when I get home and I edit, I'll use screenshots because I don't have the actual items here yet. I've got to thoroughly test them, but low key, I'm stoked on it. All right. Sorry, that's Australian slang. It just means I'm really happy about it. I'm happy about what I bought. All right, so we've got the Skoda. Tub 11. This is a cool one. Come on, guys, come on. So I tell you guys, and this is like I said, I am not backwards in coming forwards with, you know, stuff that I found worked for me. Some people are really weird about it. I don't see the point. So this is where you know, I will argue I'm not an educational channel, but I guess I am. You know, stuff. I better get that, otherwise I won't be sending it, and that will make me upset. Get a drink. It's hot. It's outside now, beautiful and sunny. It's about 26 or 27. I do believe the next 2 days are going to be warm. I'll still come out here, but I'm going to try to pick everything now. So we're in tub 11, guys, and I say to you, that was just the light, thank goodness. Oh, not thank goodness, it's still a $50 light. But one thing I will say, Alec, I know you don't watch, those magnets at the bottom are trash. They're absolutely useless. Just some friendly advice there from the top. See, overhead, actually, let's have a look at something. Let's just do this for fun. That's way better. That's just overhead, like totally overhead. Oh, that's ridiculous. I've been carrying it close to me. What a dickhead. Works perfectly. What an idiot. Still, you're not off the hook. The magnets suck. Okay, so I tell you guys, and I have before, and I will again, I'll show you as well. Wow, that was heavy. Come down here because, you know, now that I've lit up the entire room, that'll be better. I've just got to get a fair bit out. There's a lot of media in this tub. Oh, but they're there straight away. Awesome. Yes. Okay. These are splades, right? They are basically, or sporks, sorry, splades, sporks, splades. Okay, so splades and sporks sell. All the time they sell. All the time, whenever you go into the Oppo, look at the cutlery. That's my hot tip. And that's the thing, it's so easily overlooked, but I paid $2 for these and I sold them for $24 plus shipping. They're worth picking up. And for the most part, except for now I've told you, I think the average punter doesn't look that hard for them. And I generally sell my splades and sporks within 3 weeks of listing them. So I look for them all the time. Let's check out tub 29. I think this is, oh, it's not as bad. Okay, let's try our trick again. Okay. It's probably going to work again too because nothing's changed. Just got to have somewhere safe. I don't have anywhere safe. Anywhere safe. Is that safe? If you want everything to be lit, Tori, just put the light over your head. That may fall on us. If it does, it's going to really hurt me, but it'll make you laugh. So this one is an art book. I'm very annoyed about this, but I'm also very grateful. So let me just clear the tubs required first. Okay, so I need to get to tub 29. This is a video game artwork book, and the game is called Days Gone. It's a Sony PlayStation exclusive, or it was. I've played it, finished it, really liked it. It's a zombie game, and they released a beautiful book with the artwork. And I'm going to do a reveal for you. So this is the book. It's still, whoops. This is the book. It's still brand new in plastic. And the day I got it out to list it, because I realised I was never going to read it, I dropped it on asphalt. I've still sold it for $50. I'm so annoyed though. I could have got so much more. And I I listed in the listing, I said, please read the description, read everything carefully, because it's going over to New Zealand. And I just thought, oh, another international post. Don't turn off international posting, guys. I'm telling you horror stories about it, but they're just for you to be aware of it. That's $50 I didn't get out of Australia. You know what I mean? I may have eventually, but a Kiwi bought it, and thank you so very much. So I did message them and I said, hey, thank you so much for buying this book. Before I send it, and I'm sending it today, before I send it today, you do know the spine's damaged, yeah? And yeah, they did know. And they said, I actually have a bit of experience fixing books up. So I'm hoping that they get it, fix it, and sell it for truckloads. I think it's a bit damaged for that, but the book is still fully intact and readable. Okay, we've got one more item to pick. We just got an order come through then as I was filming, so wasn't that fortuitous? And our overhead light is still working. I need two of them. If I got two, I don't know. It's expensive and it's money, and it's like, it's all money. But that's so much better, Tori. You can't see it, I don't think, but literally there is sweat. Oh no, you can there. Amongst my wrinkles. Okay, so this is the final item, and it's one I'm keen to show you. So I might move the camera again. I know I just turned off the camera. It's that part frustrates me, but I do want you guys to see this. This is one of my least favorite tubs to dig into. I've got a lot of loose stuff in here. Fuck, I hope you weren't wearing headphones. I'm leaving it in. Tripod. No, it's just going to fall again if you do that, Tori. Oh, what an idiot. Hang on. Where can I put this? Just don't fall. I couldn't tell my friends stuff. Okay. Wow. Honestly, it's getting old. It's getting really old. PO Box 4067, Geelong, Victoria, 3220. Well, that's my iPad. You don't need to look at that at the moment. We're talking. Okay, so I harp on a fair bit to you guys about books, and if you get the right sort of book though, it can certainly be worth it. Okay, so your religious books do well. Generally, the oppos will give them away for free, and I just give them a little donation as a thank you, because you know, getting something free and flicking it out can be a bit weird. All right, so I like finding reference books where I can, and people like reference books because reference books help. All right, so I'm going to show you this book in a second. You can add it to your list of things to find. I have seen it several times, but I had only just bought it for the first time. I think I have had it for a little while, but it's small and it's thin. It doesn't take up a lot of space. So let's do that. And yeah, after this, I'm going to very quickly gloss over what I have got in tub 49. For the most part, it's clothing, and I'll quickly just go through it with you. That way you will have a little bit of an idea, particularly if you're getting started. You'll have a little bit of an idea. Some of the stuff that you may see and overlook in op shops, you might go, I'm going to pick this up. In any case, I got this book for 50 cents. And let's see what I sold it for. I got $25 plus $15 shipping. Okay, so everyone's going through different stuff in their life, okay? And sometimes people need a bit of guidance or a bit of help because no one else who they know has gone through the same set of circumstances. In particular, I am thinking about this book. So this is called The Red Beast, Controlling Angers in Children with Asperger's Syndrome. It looks like this, guys. Okay, it is Easy to read. It is for adults, but it helps talk to children as well. It reviews really well, and it's a way for you to communicate with your child with Asperger's if they're having anger issues, just to help them, because sometimes little kids can't, they don't process the same as us. Trust me, I'm a man-child, and it's hard to verbalize sometimes when you're upset or why you're upset. So this book takes some of the stigma out of that conversation taking place for your child, and also gives you a very helpful guide on, basically talking your kid down from the precipice. So just something to consider. Okay, so that is all the orders picked. Let's get out of here for 2 seconds, because we may as well be... Hang on. Okay, so I'll quickly show you some of the stuff I've bought here. It's all staying in tub 49, so I won't be wandering around allocating the stock. But some of this was also given to me by Bron, who gave me all the magazines in there that you see, and she's given me a whole heap of vintage Apple computers. So this is a Thermomix Verona. It fits in certain models of Thermomix. It's a steamer. They have sold comps of about $69. Guys, come on. This is a bicentennial tie, 1988, made for the bicentenary. They're doing building next door, but I have to get some breeze. It's really warm in there. Okay. Seasons of The Simpsons. But there's one for you to look out for, and I'll show you. Now, I don't know a ton about this, other than the fact it comps at about $79. I do believe it's out of print. I don't know if it's meant to have another slipcase, so the discs were all in good condition, the booklets and everything like that are in there. So I've literally put them, just look at the photos, because what you see is what you get. Because there's no barcode, which makes me think there may have been a slipcase that it went into. So it may be missing that, but the rest of it is in really good nick, and this is a out of print. Put OOP on your listing. All right, just 2 more Simpsons seasons in really good nick. This was interesting. I picked it up yesterday at an op shop. The purchase was meant to be $15. You did all 3 items for 10. So essentially I got this for free. This is a Sony digital clock called a Dream Machine, and they comp out at about $35. I've tested it, and it was tested and tagged by the Oppo. So $35 plus I think I'm charging $10 shipping or something like that. Either way around, if it's a little bit more, I'm on band 5 now for my post. That's Australia Post business thing. I send a bit of stuff now, so I'm on that band. This was super cool. So this is a brand Davenport. If you're a younger person, you may never have heard of this. If you're my age, you'll be very familiar with it. Davenport made a lot of like boxer shorts, clothing, and this is the Phantom. He's a comic book character from way back when. But this tie was made in 1994, and it's King's Feature Syndicate. That was KFS that's on the back. And I used to read the Phantom. I enjoyed it. So I've got that up for $99. It's on the excessive side, and I do know that. But some of the Davenport stuff is having a little bit of a resurgence. And, worst case, I'll let it go for a little bit, then I might lower it, or I'll accept an offer. Looks like there's an imperfection there. It is photographed. But that's kind of cool, particularly if you do collect that comic book. Some of these aren't as exciting, but the point I'm trying to make is, like for example, with these is called grey denim. It's not grey, it's maroon or pink, blush pink I think I called it. I picked it up in a $5 bag, like one of the op shops does $5 bag of clothes. So I don't know, it's literally got value of maybe 20 cents on it. And I think I've got it for sale for $29. This was in the same $5 bag, but it is a brand called Ali. new with tags. It's just a leopard print, like a halter top that's tie up. This was cool. Once again, these are all the $5 bags, so literally cents. This is a vintage Blue Illusion top, size 16, zipper, quilted. It's just cool. It's retro, and stuff like that is coming back in, particularly for kids who are getting into the Y2K stuff. Put Y2K on some of your postings because people are looking on that. Now, this is one of the ones I was really keen on. I've priced it high, and I may not get what I'm asking for, but I still think for what it is, it's a good deal. I got it for $2. Okay, so these are new with tags, but extremely vintage. So these are the Levi 902s. They've got a weird sort of clasp thing on the back here. They're a big baggy jean, like a hip hop style. Yeah, the tag is still on, still complete, quite old. Now, there's ways of identifying Levi's, and I don't know if it's been talked about in great detail. So my working knowledge when I'm on the thrift now is pretty good. I need to find out a way I can tell you guys to make it easier for you. A lot of it is to do with the care tags, and a lot of it is to do, well, you've got the buttons, right? They have got stamps on them. Now, fake ones won't have it, or if they do, they'll be really good fakes. But real ones have got the stamp that tell you the factory that it was made in the world, and inside they've got a care tag, and that care tag has a list of numbers on it. And once you learn how to break that fucking matrix, you can tell where it's made, when it was made, the lot number, and all of the relevant information. And from there, you can start to age your jeans, or your Levi's anyhow. And these are the world's #1 jean brand, let's face it. Okay, so I've got these for $149. They're a blast from the past. They are definitely Y2K vintage, and someone's going to love them. I've got another exciting pair in here too that I'm going to show you. So I paid $6 for the Hugo Boss. They comp out at about $60. These are just Levi's 538. Once again, all the same deal. All the stuff's on the care tags in them. Typically for these ones, I think you'll get between $29 to $39. There are cheaper listings, but some people just want to get rid of their old stuff. So if you're doing this as a job, you know you had nothing beholden to this, you've never worn them, you just want to piss them off for a good price, I would say $29 to $39 should see those puppies sold, and they will cost you $10 to ship within Australia in a small satchel. Okay, another pair of 538s, but a different size. Same amount of money spent, same amount of money expected. Just so as you know, like the information I'm giving you is pretty much above board. Most of this stuff, by the time you see it, I'm really trying to make sure it's listed within 2 to 3 days. Now I've upped my listing dollar amount per day to $600, but some of the stuff I've bought recently has been high ticket. So sometimes it may take a bit longer. So if you do want to see what I'm listing, then you may have to wait. But rest assured, if you check my active listings, save me as a seller, you'll see this stuff. And I say that only because it will help you in your own journey, sorting stuff out. So we'll see what happens there. Okay, so let's have a look here. I think I'm getting, these ones were pretty neat. Now this brand is, if it's the one I think, let's have a look here. I thought it was Mavi. No, it's Natsuki. These are Natsuki jeans. Sorry, I've got a pair of Mavis in there as well. So Natsuki jeans, just got a nice pattern on the back, sort of plain sort of tag there. Now the term for that, even when it's not deliberate, is that it is distressed. So I've written distressed on the cuff. These might have been meant to be like that, I don't know. I can only make the assumption because of the colour. They are worn and worn away there, but that does add a charm to your jeans. They don't look so crisp and new, that you can get out there and you've got the bit of the worn in denim look. And the nice thing about second-hand denim in particular, guys, it's already pliable. It's a very soft material once you do get it second-hand. And second-hand jeans rock. I do like them. I can't remember what I've got them listed for, but I'm pretty confident they were one of the ones that I either got for nothing, or rather I paid $5 and I was able to go through all the junk clothing at an op shop out in the bush. They were literally going to get it torn into rags. I'm pretty sure that was out there. Another thing to look for as well, I won't unfold this because it's relatively neatly folded, but the listing will be available. This is a brand called Taking Shape. It's a plus women's size brand, and it's a really nice brand too, and they make really good quality clothes. And so I want you guys to be looking for that brand, because it is harder for people of bigger build sometimes to go shopping, but secondly to find decent quality clothes that they can be proud of wearing. A lot of the stuff that you see in the plus sizes in like your Target and that, they're literally just larger cuts of clothing not tailored for a larger body, if that makes sense. So they sit on people like parachutes, whereas these are tailored for larger people. They will fit them, they'll accentuate curves, they'll hide stuff that they want to hide, and they're just a great brand. And this is a really cool top. I think I've got it going for 20 bucks. And yeah, so all right, so these are just Adidas athletic shorts, climber lights, so just good and functional. I think I got them for $3, and I'm pretty sure I've got them listed for 20 odd. Really good running shorts. Okay, so this is the one that I was super excited because I had to research and learn a lot to price this. Firstly, I've got these jeans priced at $149 and I paid $7 for them. Okay, and I didn't know. I thought I might get $30, and then I started doing my research. I thought, don't throw out the baby with the bathwater, Tori. Check out your stock. So, Levi 501. I'll show you why I'm excited about them though. They are vintage. Okay, and they're kind of special for an Australian audience too. I'll explain that in a second. So, firstly, if we look here, it has, you can't see it. You can see there's something there. I'll try to zoom on it when I'm editing. It says 341. Now 341 is an Australian factory stamp. So these are made in Australia. But having said that, we can, once I find it, we can still see that very readily. Literally, made in Australia. And on the other side, there we go, for women. So we can see these tags. Now they're different and they keep changing. So there's a couple of good websites. I won't try to decipher everything for you, but just know that you know they're vintage, right? And these are in excellent, pre-owned excellent. It's been well over 20 years, well over, since the last pair of Levi's was made in Australia, and from memory, the factory was in Sydney. So these are just amazing. They're in great condition. They're beautifully worn in. Nothing wrong with the cuffs or anything. It is all perfect. Also, that's another thing of knowing too. So they are just as they were made in the factory. Sometimes if that stitching doesn't match, it means they've been hemmed. By hemmed, it means that the legs were too long for the person who bought the jeans, and they've taken it to a tailor who's cut off some of the jeans or folded them up and sewn it back along, but they're hemmed. So if you notice your jeans are hemmed when you sell them, make sure you've got a measurement of the length, because the length that's on the patch won't mean jack shit. I'm providing a little jeans lesson here. I've had to learn a lot. So I must admit, so my mate Judder from Diary of a Flipper got me keen on jeans, watching him do his stuff, and he's got a guide and stuff like that. But then I thought, well, I've got to fucking learn how to do this shit myself, but I can teach you. So that's just a quick rundown on, sorting these out. The other pair of jeans I've got there has got a the Philippine factory stamp on them, and it's a different care thing again. It's in multiple languages because of the part of the world, and because these are truly vintage, they're just in English. It's got multiple Asian languages on the care tag, but they're bloody awesome jeans, and they're a good way of knowing that you haven't just bought some knockoff rubbish. All right, so these are the Mavi jeans. They're pretty. They're in really good nick. Sort of a low slung one here for a lady. And also, if you're ever not sure about ladies' pants, typically, depending on the brand, the zip won't go down as far because basically ladies pull their pants down when they use the bathroom, you'd hope. Whereas guys can stand and do their thing, so they have a longer zip. So yeah, if you're never sure, sometimes the cut of the zip will give it away, but these were really cheap, and I think I've got them for $30 or something. You'll see. I'm in my offsite. I don't know. All right, so that's those. And last but not least, this is just cool. I don't know if it'll sell just yet, but this is a vintage Gazman, made in Australia, made out of wool, pullover. The size is a bit small, but it's in good nick. and I think I've got 20 or 25 bucks on this, and I would have most certainly, I won't say most certainly, I think it was in one of those $5 clothing bundles, and yeah, they're just they're good quality clothes, and you can sell them at quality prices that people will want to to pick them up. That's one of the beautiful things about selling clothing on eBay for me, and I do get a kick out of it, is that I know I've got some really lovely clothing here that I've got at prices that people can actually afford, but I still make great money, and you know, people get to wear nice clothes, and it's just a good feeling. I love it. I love selling on eBay. And you know, as my business grows, I'm finding it more rewarding. I was actually, I don't know at what point you do this, but I was watching Chris Furlong. So check out his channel. He has grown his business exponentially. He has a little team that helps, and the team, from my understanding, because he's sensible, is subcontracted. And I was thinking to myself, I am still too small for this, but I was wondering if any of you guys had gone through the experience of having people do some of the jobs for you. I find it interesting, and then I was like, at the moment, what parts of my business do I dislike to the point that I would pay someone? And I think for me at the moment, it would be photography, except for the little things that I can just take up on my desk. My house is small, and when I'm processing clothes, we lose the couch. So I think I'd like to, because I want to get into more clothes as well. I mean, I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of clothing items. Like, I've been doing clothes for some time. I've spoken about it sparingly, but I've been doing them for some time. Yeah. So I think I would like someone to come and just photograph the clothes. Or rather, I drop them off with them. Because whilst clothing photography is easy, it's more about camera settings and making sure that you've got a bloody ruler on everything. But I don't like doing it. I like photographing toys. I love photographing the Matchbox cars. But clothing, even when it's good items, it's kind of boring. And I do find that using my phone, I sometimes feel like the color isn't as true to the proper thing. Let's pack up. I hope that all this, as always, has been entertaining and informative. That is the aim. I want you to grow and to learn through what I am learning as I grow. I don't know if you guys remember, but it wasn't so long ago that I was showing you 4,700 as my 90-day total. I think it was October last year or something. Someone will know. I'm not going to look it up. But yeah, it was about then, sometime last year, when I said, these are my figures, and I'll show you as I grow. And yeah, nearly 20,000. I think I'll hit 20,000 by the end of the week, and hopefully I can sustain that, because sometimes it goes up and the next day it's dropped down $1,000. Now, I've got to find a box, and I'm going to ask the legends here if they've got like a cardboard recycling. I don't want to buy one of their moving boxes or anything, that's stupid, but if they've got recycling, I might be able to use that, and that'll be good. And then I've got to go to the post office. Even though I've got more items, I'll see how I go. I do want to have a little bit of fun today and go to the toy shop and look at some stuff. It's just a chill day. Cheers to that. Okay, we're almost finished. Toy shop. So I want to buy that diorama And guys, thank you for helping me sort out this light. Look. Why didn't I think of that ages ago? Because I'm an idiot. I'll make sure I pop this in. I'll do it now. Make sure that's at the front so as I remove it, because it's just my lunchbox. Sun's out, guns out. Don't know how long I've been here, but today's a day off, so I just did this because it's fun. I love talking to you guys, and I like getting my customers' orders and being on top of it. And it has been nice because even though I'm still a very small business, my business is increasing, which I'm so grateful for. Like, so any of you who have bought from me, thank you. Oh, and I can't wait to show you. I don't know when she's going to send it, but channel member Joe, hey Joe, what do you know? Showed me a picture. She bought me a Care Bear yesterday and is going to send it. So it's really cute. It's an orange one, and that one will be sitting with me for quite some time because it was bought for me by a friend, channel member. So, you know, I'll be holding on to that one for a bit. It's too cute and I can't wait for you to see it. It'll sit up on my desk for, I don't know, a substantial bit of time, I think, before I pull the pin on it. But, you know, I don't know. I don't like getting rid of stuff like that. It's a gift. We'll see. It's too cute. I don't mind, like, I love the Care Bears and I do want to hold on to them, and you can joke as much as you like about that, but they are all for sale because I bought them as stock. Ones that are given to me, that's another matter. I think that's how I can justify buying them and owning them briefly. If I had the room, I would have them all displayed until they sold. They're just too cute, but I think as stock it should be in the tubs. Otherwise I'll have trouble. In my head, I am a hoarder and a collector. I'll have trouble letting go of stuff because it looks so cool. So in tubs for now, except for when I'm giving them. All right, almost packed up. I'm just putting the bike away. It will sound stupid because I don't know how to list this. It's a fluid electric bike, like a mountain bike. If you live in the local area and you need an electric bike, it's going to be for sale. I'm not using it. I'm wasting my time and money with it. It's good. It does 25 kilometers an hour with a 65 kilometer radius. I'm not using it. So if you're in the Geelong area or want to come and pick it up, make me a fair offer and I'll send you some pictures. Hit me up via Instagram on that one though. I've made the decision. I'm sick of wheeling it out. It's a really good bike. The only thing I changed was the seat to make it a softer seat. But it's a good bike, but I'm not using it. Okay. Like I said, I love the fact they're on wheels. Okay, that's it. The ladder. Specs back on. Courtesy of, you know, that guy there. Padlock. Drink. Light is off. Checks and balances. No, I'm going to shut the door. Don't freak out. It's okay. Then we'll go see if these guys have got a box. My LPO that I go to is awesome. Like, they have tape and they let me use their Stanley knives and stuff like that. So I should be able to go directly to there. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go to Bunnings and grab a box from there. Okay, that's locked up. Awesome. I'm not going to say goodbye yet because I might talk to you as I'm shopping too. Yeah, stick with me, but we're done at the offsite. All right, so you would have just seen someone for 2 seconds walk past then. That was Cal. Thank you, Cal. They had a box in their recycling that I was able to use. And now we'll head off to the post office and then we'll go do a little, I've got to get a drink. It's so hot. We'll go and have a bit of fun. So the toy shop was useless. They didn't have the dioramas. So I'm going to try Kmart just in case there is something there. Got a Warn Pond shopping centre. All right, so I'm in Kmart. Let's see what they've got. Oh, look, shiny. So I'm in the right area, but it doesn't look that promising. There's an Anko thing here, but it's way too big. It's on the other side of me. You can't see it yet. There you go. Shelves are pretty empty. I don't know. I just want to find a diorama. Just give me a diorama. No luck whatsoever. Seriously? You shut up. Look, I'm going to stop because, you know, I've obviously got other places to be. Like, subscribe, and I thought this would be a longer adventure, but I think I'm going to have to buy this diorama online. I swear, I'm not even making that noise like a ventriloquist. That's just another happy Kmart customer.